Good morning. Happy Wednesday. So, a couple interesting things happened yesterday. Interesting to me, maybe not interesting to you, but who knows. The first interesting thing to me is that Eric Brandt pled guilty. Now, I have been hearing nothing but how much of a genius Eric Brandt is and how he has won every case he has ever been involved in. You know, it's not his attorneys that were doing it. It was Eric. He's a genius, don't you know? He's a First Amendment expert. He knows exactly what he can and can't say and get away with it. Except apparently he can't do that about making true threats. So, oopsie doodles. Anyway, not to bag on the guy too much. He made a mistake. And this is a good example of a place where you might want to take a plea deal. If the law is against you and the facts are against you, then sometimes it's better to take a plea deal because you'll get a lighter sentence. The prosecution will push for a lighter sentence if they can't guarantee you a lighter sentence. And it's better to have the prosecution pushing for a lighter sentence sometimes than it is to fight them every step of the way. Make them prove their case, which apparently they can do, and then have them push for heavier sentencing because of all of your past acts and being out on, I think he was already out on like a pretrial diversion or something. Anyway, I'm not entirely sure. I have requested the court files for the disposition hearing that took place yesterday on the 30th. I don't know how long it's going to take. Apparently it's 3 to 5 days before the court will even contact me to tell me how much it's going to be to get these documents. And then if they mail them to me, obviously it'd be several more days. But anyway, I've requested the documents. If I get them, if there's anything interesting, I'll go over them with you. If they're not, I'll post them up on my Discord. And I'm sure they will disseminate from there. The other thing that I found interesting is the Nutrisystem box that Diddle and Jack received yesterday. And apparently it was a federal ordeal. He called the bomb squad out over a box of Nutrisystem being delivered to his house. Now, I get lots of fat jokes from you guys. Apparently in real life, I don't look nearly as fat as I do on camera, but whatever. If someone sent me a box of Nutrisystem, I would assume that someone sent me a box of Nutrisystem. Actually, my first assumption would be if I saw a box of Nutrisystem on the doorstep that my wife had ordered it. God love her, she doesn't need to lose any weight, but who knows? You know, women do weird things. That would be my first instinct. But to jump to, it's a bomb. I mean, what's going on in your brain, Jack? What's going on up there, buddy? Are you getting a little paranoid delusional from medicine you're taking? I know he is medically disabled. He was in a car accident or something, and maybe the medications are getting to him and he's getting a little paranoid delusional or something. But to jump to thinking someone sent you a bomb, maybe it's something in Texas, because Earl likes to pretend that the cops are out to get him and that people are out to get him. There's actually a really good story about Earl that doubles down on his paranoia. He put out a video claiming that, I think it's like some constable unit, he's claiming that they drove by and shot up his cars, and they pulled like 6 bullets out of his cars. And, you know, the police aren't taking it seriously. And Earl sent in these bullets to have them examined, and they came back as a type of bullet that the cops like to use. So he's sure that it was a cops doing a drive-by. And, you know, it was all bullshit. And in response to this, someone who lives relatively near to him drove by his trailer, because he lives in a camper trailer, drove by and took a picture of his vehicles that were all parked out front of his camper trailer. Rich ass Earl lives in a camper trailer. Yes, indeed. And he films out of a shed in his front yard. I guess, do you have a front yard if you don't have a house? I mean, it's a lot, and there's a shed on the lot. I think he has 2 sheds now, and he built a fence, I think. Anyway, so someone drove by from the public street, from their car on the public street, and took a picture of his vehicles, and Earl found out about it, and then all of a sudden this person was talking to his granddaughter or something. This person was making threats, was harassing him online, etc., etc. Anyway, it was all bullshit. The pictures revealed no bullet holes, which one would expect, having just been shot up by bullets, and nothing in the story checked out. You don't have people doing a drive-by of your camper trailer and shooting up your cars and not your camper trailer. Anyway, my point is, these guys all think that they're the bee's knees, that all the cops know them, that they're super important and super influential, and in reality, they're a gnat on the ass of Texas. It's comical how important they think they are, and how relatively minute their respective importance is. Well, we got Salvaggio fired. Okay, bro. Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day.